What's up, everybody? This is Chubbyhubby12. Good morning to you all. I've got a mission completion video. What are we going to do? Actually, it's not even a mission. It's an entire program. You see right there, George Springer program. Yes, that's what we're going to complete today. This was a very, very fun program. I enjoyed myself very much. It was a unique idea to go player by player, and with each card you progressively acquired, you needed to do another statistical accomplishment with that player to get to the next one, and so on and so forth. And we finished this George Springer one at the very end, and let's go through them real quick here. So the first one was Wild Story. Trevor Story needed 2 hits, including a home run with postseason flashback Trevor Story. Easy enough. You get 2 hits, one of them's a home run. No big deal. Then you move on to Eddie Rosario. What do you need with him? Just a home run. Piece of cake. That was done. But you know what? I actually enjoyed that card. My one home run was like a 480-foot bomb. It was great. We move on to Ketel Marte. You need 7 hits and 4 runs over time, not just in one game. So that was different than the first ones. Then you've got Russell Hustle. 4 RBIs with postseason flashback Addison Russell. Again, quite easy. I mean, you would expect that for these gold ones to be quite easy, and it was. Then you move on to Kiki Hernandez. This is a little bit tougher. 3 home runs with postseason flashback Kike Hernandez. Again, it doesn't have to be in a specific game, and you can just be patient. Get 3 home runs. Then you move on to Mr. Michael Taylor. This time you need 2 home runs and 8 RBIs with his postseason flashback. There you go. So just, grind it out. That was great. I think I got 2 home runs real quick, and then the RBIs took a while. Then we move on to our first pitcher, David Price. This card a lot of people like to use still to this time, after even receiving him early in the program. You just needed 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, no big deal. Then you move on to Trevor Bauer, 7 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, and 1 win. So that's all in one game. That was a little bit tricky. That was probably the hardest one of the whole program, to be honest with you. This one took me the longest. I wouldn't say it's the hardest, just for whatever reason he couldn't get me those 12 hits, 3 home runs, and 7 RBIs. He just wasn't performing for me. This is Didi Gregorius, sorry. And Didi Gregorius, he wasn't performing for me at all. But it is what it is. Then we've got Charlie Morton. 1 win, 4 innings pitched, and 4 strikeouts. Now, he's a relief pitcher. That was interesting. So you put him in right away and hope his, endurance doesn't run out and you just give up a whole bunch of home runs. But I did it the first try. Fear the Beard, Justin Turner. This is the one I was speaking of. I jumped the gun. This is the one, actually, that took me the longest. Didi was a long time, too, but this one really did. 16 hits, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and 8 runs. All with Justin Turner, and for whatever reason, he just wasn't getting it done. Then we move on to the final big reward. George Springer postseason diamond flashback. You only need to tally 5 home runs. I did 3 the first game, 2 the second game. So I got 2 games worth, and George Springer did that for me. Of course, it was versus the computer, rookie style. So let's go quickly finish the program. It's right here, postseason program, George Springer. I don't know about you guys, but I thought this was just super cool. This program was a lot of fun because, like I said before, you just go along and you get a new player each part as you go along. And then you needed to do something with that player. And there were some really good cards in here, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you, MLB The Show 17. This was one of your finer programs for sure. Now let's quickly just go check out that George Springer. For those of you who do not have George Springer yet, might as well go show you his ratings. I don't know if I'm going to have plans to use him or not. He seemed pretty good for the 2 games that I used him. So you know what? Maybe I will put him in my lineup. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Just scrolling. There he is. He's the second best Houston Astro player I have. And there you go. See, he's got fantastic power. In fact, great power. His contact isn't so good, but he's going to hit you home runs as he did for me. And look at his clutch. Of course his clutch is 99. Why wouldn't it be? So now the question is, should I put him in my starting lineup? I don't know. You got to try him. I mean, if you guys have any questions for me, please let me know. I will use this guy. Please subscribe too. I really appreciate you guys watching my vids. Chubbyhubby12 is always here if you need some questions. Click the thumbs up if you enjoyed this program, just like I did. And guess what, guys? We'll see you next time. Cheers.